Kama una ye, that was top of the hour. Nikita Keeng, Dovuku, Lil, Dovuku and Scam Cardinali right here on Baze Radio. CO the K. If you're tuning in right now, welcome to Kenya's #1 online radio station. We're live in the last hour and I'm honored to be joined by an international rock star, a one and only Keeng.
Yes, sir.
Ama jina una pronounce vipi?
Hivyo tu venye umesema.
All right, welcome to Baze Radio.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, looking good.
I'm trying to.
How's your afternoon going?
Ruto's economy.
What's up with the economy?
I don't know. I'm just happy to be here, man. It's a Friday afternoon, so for the most part, we're waiting to start working because our work starts on like weekends.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So the whole of the week?
I mean, you have to do during the week, but you wait till the weekend and then it's now Monday morning. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, Clark, I want to, is there something you feel like I missed out from the introduction?
Well, you said my name.
Something you can add on top?
Well, my name is Clark. I'm an artist. Yeah. I feel like that summarizes it properly.
Yeah. For those that are discovering your music, they want to understand, how can you describe your music very well?
How can I describe my music? I write, I make things I think about. So my music is a reflection of my brain, my thoughts, as opposed to, it's not tied to any genre or whatever. It's just, if I think it, I write it.
Oh.
So my music is an extension of myself.
Extension of yourself.
Yeah.
Allow me to take you back. 2019, you made a debut.
Yes.
In the industry. How was the journey inspiration?
Well, I would say the industry is making an effort to open more doors. I remember in 2019, there were barely any venues to perform at. The live show scene was very, tiny, and Kenyan music was being consumed, but not at the degree that it's being consumed now. Nowadays, we have more music is being played. Most stations are playing more Kenyan music. We have more venues. If you to think about, like, I want to go listen to live music, there's 15 venues in Nairobi alone. So yeah, I would say there's been growth positively towards creating more spaces for artists, towards playing more music for artists, towards that type of thing. So yeah, the journey has been quite fun to watch more and more doors open for all of us.
For all of us.
Yeah.
Now, how was the situation? Because you told us earlier on, you've mentioned yourself that there's no venues.
Yeah, there are no venues, yeah.
How did you guys maneuver? How did you make sure that your music can reach out to your fans? How were you guys even surviving? Because now, with no shows, no performance, there's no money.
Yeah, there's no money for sure. I think the only platform we had was Instagram. Instagram and maybe radio here and there, but Instagram was where you told people everything. Instagram was your #1 marketing space. Void of Instagram, you don't have maybe WhatsApp, but WhatsApp is your friends. So we didn't have as many platforms, and yeah, it was a tough time. You barely get any shows. When you do, the pay isn't great. Surviving was tough. That is the correct answer. But I mean, like any other entrepreneurial, venture, you have to stick through it. Yeah. Because artists are, in a very large sense, entrepreneurs. So you eventually grow into it. So it's painful when it starts, and then you slowly start making some money, and slowly start performing more, and slowly start being on other places, and your music starts getting played more, and then slowly life begins to make a bit more sense.
Well, you were growing old. What was? I know you were going through a lot that time.
Yeah.
But as an artist, is something you picked as a lesson.
Oh, for sure. One of the things I'm grateful for is the struggle. I think the struggle helps you appreciate whatever it is. Yeah. If it's too easy, it's not fun when you get it. The struggle of having to build from the ground up, that struggle just makes you appreciate it even more, appreciate every second of it. So for me, I'm at a point where every small step, it's very sweet. Every small step it's very rewarding.
Very important as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Nothing comes easy, but up next for you, I've got Tebo, a brand new jam by Keeng featuring Zawadi Mukami and Chris Bar. Keep it locked on Baze Radio, .co.ke as I come back with more. Nico na Keeng.
Yes, sir.
The vast artist. Unasema kuna jina fulani umeweka pale kwa bio. Umesema international something.
International rockstar.
Yes, rockstar in the house right now on Baze Radio .co.ke. We're just vibing and having real-time conversation. Now, let's talk about now your journey. You know, one thing about your career, I can highlight one thing.
Yes.
You've worked with the greatest in the game, the best of the best, cream of the cream. Just to mention a few, Bridget Blue, Nishinsky, Gillard, and many more.
Yes.
How was it working with them? And how did you even find yourself? Come on.
Well, how do I find myself in these spaces? It's a game of opportunity. Yeah. So you do what you do. Somebody hears it. Somebody takes your number. Somebody refers you. And then eventually, you get a call, and a certain person is calling you to studio. And you're like, oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. That being said, it's always a pleasure to be with people who are a step above where you are. So you get the chance to learn from them. You get the chance to see, to not make the mistakes they made, to know what you need to know without having to wait to get there. So it's always a learning and the seeing of perspective. It's such a fun, beautiful thing.
How is it important for an artist to work with someone who is, someone you're looking up to, someone who has, titles, achievements, records, hits?
Well, it's the same way it would be to work with a mentor, right? You if you want to be if you want to be a good footballer, mm-hmm. you can figure it out by yourself, sure. Yep. But also you can sit at the feet of those who've gone before you and
that's true.
Get wisdom and get perspective. And it's the same for every, like I said, because we're entrepreneurs, it's the same for every entrepreneurial endeavor. You ultimately you need to learn from people who know. Otherwise, you'll make mistakes you don't need to make because other people already know. Oh. Yeah.
Which is the most maybe moment you can share with us from the collabs of the projects you've done together and why? I know you have your best moment.
Choosing is crazy. I think I generally enjoy working with them, but my favorite ones have to be the ones where we perform on stages, specifically like really, I'd call them big stages, right? So when an artist calls you and you're going to perform you're headlining as a background vocalist, sure, but you're headlining a festival, or you're playing prime time at an Oktoberfest or a Blankets and Wine. There's something to that. There's something to just being on that stage and feeling that energy and gaining that experience, and then the publicity you get from it and the experience you get from it, and seeing how this is how these things work. This is how people market themselves and get these spaces. So for me, the live performances are my favorite things for sure. Yeah.
You don't have your favorite?
I can't choose. It's not fair.
It is not fair.
It is not fair.
Now, there's always debate when for example, when people get opportunity to work with a legend established artist.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be a way whereby you cannot be appreciated much more than being compensated. Because very well na industry yetu inakuwa nitakumention, nitakutag, nitakukredit.
Yeah, but
have you experienced that before?
Oh yeah, that is staple. Everyone thinks lazima. That is, there's no way around it yet. We don't have enough to say that an artist can go around it. Lazima, you'll be paid with being tagged. There's times we've gone and done shows, a proper show, and then someone is like, oh, we're going to pay you with branded cups. It's like, what do you mean? They'll take really good photos and they'll give you booze, and it's like, how about money? Have you tried money? So this is
it's like they don't have the option.
Yeah, that is something you have to go through. You get into a room with a big name, you come out of there, you are paid so stupidly. You might as well not have done the thing. Mm-hmm. But again, getting paid with tags, getting paid with mentions, you have to figure it out for yourself. You have to go through that.
You have to learn from that as well.
For sure.
Coming back with more, I want to find out from Clark himself if he still have a dream collaboration. But for now, it's all LB, Clark Keeng. Did I pronounce it right?
Yes, you did.
All right, keep it locked on Baze Radio, CO the KE. We're coming back with more in the next week. Radio, CO the KE. It's 27 minutes past 4 p.m. Niko na mzee mzima. Yani umeka kibazu, yani hauna pressure.
Hello.
Hey.
Dunia hizi.
Vitu za dunia?
Yes.
Show me your side, man. Now, let's talk about your dream collabo.
Oh, my days.
Do you have a local artist, international artist you're still eyeing, hoping to make it happen anytime soon? Maybe this is the year 2025 for you.
2025. Every time I get asked this question, I name a name and then nothing happens. Bro, hey, you just get heartbroken properly. It's always like, I want to do something with artist X, and then you meet them and they don't want. And you're like, next time. But yes, I still do want to do collabs with people. I guess I'll think more about that. Nimefika point where I'm tired of being disappointed.
What is your ideal collab? Who is this artist?
That's you want me to name drop, senior?
No. I just want to find out. Maybe he's listening. She's listening.
She's listening. They're listening.
Why not?
It might be a band. Okay. I think locally, truly, these guys broke up, so it's not fair. But Mankind.
Oh.
There's a group called Mankind. If those guys were to come together and then do a song with me, I'd be okay after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my life would have been validated, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now your music blends emotions, energy, some soul.
Yeah.
What themes or stories do you find yourself? How's your creative process?
How's my creative process? But I just be writing. The truth is, I try and stay in flow. I write all the time. I try not have at least, I'm writing this season and then I've stopped writing, and then I'm always working on 5-6 projects at the same time. I'm always just writing something, producing something, arranging something for someone else, doing something with somebody else. I'm always just doing that. So even now that I'm in a position where I'm in a season I'm constantly writing. So if you ask me what my writing process is like, it varies. Some songs I write in 10 minutes, some I write in the course of 3 months. Some I need somebody else to come help me finish. Some I write them, they get boring, I throw them. So it's just, I don't have one process. I'm just constantly writing.
Umesema kana muziki 3 years?
3 months. 3 months. Years is crazy.
3 months, how?
Like, you write a song, unafika katikati, una pause. Unajaribu kuandika, it doesn't work. And then one day, it just comes to you, and then you finish it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so interesting, so vibing. But you see, most of your songs relate with your audience.
Yeah.
Is it from your personal experience, what you went through?
Not all of them. Some of them are. Some of them are me repeating what I've gone through. Some of them are just saying what I think. So it's possible for me to talk about something I've never experienced, but I have thoughts on it, right? Oh. I mean, people do this all the time. Yeah, like, what is it like to be in somebody else's shoes, or to imagine what it's like to go through something, or to experience something. So I write. If I see a film and it goes me the right way, we're writing about it, and I'll act like I was in that film doing the thing, but I wasn't. I was at home, So I read what I think. That is, yeah.
That's it. I've got Euphoria, Clark Keeng up next for you. Keep it locked on Baze Radio, CO the KE, as I come back with more. Welcome back. This is Baze Radio, CO the KE. Exactly 37 minutes past 4 p.m. And if you're tuning right now, niko ni superstar ndani ya nyumba, one and only Clark Keeng right here on Baze Radio, CO the KE. The year 2025, tumemaliza the first quarter of the year.
Manze.
Yani imeenda hivyo.
Damn, this year is running. I don't understand. This year, I feel like...
tuanze upya.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we should... that thing that happens when you're listening to a song, and then it happens too quickly. Like, umefika kwa chorus, and you're like, no, I need to... Wait, let's just...
Afresh.
That's what this year is like. Yeah. It's happened too fast.
How's the first quarter of the year?
Busy. Fun. Really fun. Really good. But absolutely busy. Like, absolutely been up and about, which is good. And not just me, generally. I think we've been doing like a lot as like an industry. A lot of music has come out, a lot of shows. And I'm just, I'm tired but excited.
Excited?
Yeah.
What worked for you the first quarter?
What worked for me? I guess putting out music. Putting out music has been quite fun. I've put out an EP this year. I've put out a bunch of songs I've produced for other people. I've put out my own music rather than putting out my own music. So yeah, the writing has been quite fun this year. So that has been a lot of the making of the music and just falling back in love with it. Yeah.
So what do you expect now the rest of the year?
The rest of the year, a lot of shows, a lot of music, a lot. Like this year, I'm dropping so much music this year. So a lot of music, a couple of shows, and a lot of vibes.
What do you mean by shows? Is it tours, projects, collabos?
Tours would be nice, wouldn't they? But we don't have tour circuits just yet in this country. So by shows, I mean, smaller appearances, but also just curating your own experience for your people and telling them, hey, guys, come we meet at this, theater or at this venue and just do like a nice, just listen to music and just jam. Yeah.
As an artist, as we head towards the year, is there something like you want to focus more on, you want to work more on?
I think my objective this year was to just focus, like I said, to fall in love with music again. I mean, I love music, but there's a side of music where you start doing all these non-musical things, and then you start associating that with the music itself. So you start feeling every time you sit down to write music, it's like, oh, your brain is thinking about things that just make you feel like you don't want to write, you don't want to create. So like this year, my objective has just been like to mass create and just not care what people think and just put it out. And so that's what I want to do more of this year. Just be unashamedly the artist I think I want to be.
How is it important for someone to be in the right mindset when it comes to now music writing, producing your songs and music?
No, art in general requires you to be in a good mindset, at least towards the art, right? Because you're speaking, you're trying to be truthful. You're trying to say something. You can't say it if your brain is not clear. It's like making a decision when you're angry. It's you need a clear head. You need to aim at what you're trying to put out and then put it out. So for me, it is absolutely important for an artist for your mindset to be in a place where it can create. And that's something you need to guard at all costs in general, yeah.
In general, you've had it from one and only Keeng Keeng right here on the Baze Radio. C-O-the-K-E. Up next for you, how do you pronounce that? Is it dissuaded? Dissuaded.
Yes.
Right now, I've got Dissuaded by Keeng right here on Baze Radio. C-O-the-K-E. If you have something personal, additional question you feel like Clark Asebe Saia Fungue Ro, please hit me up on 0716-250-933. Now, fans wako ambao uko online now wanasema nini?
Wananiuliza ni wewe unataka album? We
tunataka album. None other than Keeng joining Gamani right here on Baze Radio. C-O-the-K-E. That's unreleased song.
Yes.
Yani, you've had it for the first time right here on Baze Radio. C-O-the-K-E, featuring Zawadi Mukami and Grace Bar.
Yes, sir.
Marijeon Gamani. Gamani stands for what?
Gamani. Okay, so we had to pick a title for the song. That's the correct answer. We wrote the song and then we finished writing it and we were like, this is a nice song. What should we call it? And then we thought and we said, Chris Bar says Marejeo ni Ngamani, so we're going to call it Ngamani.
Ngamani.
Yeah.
Marejeo Ngamani inamaanisha nini?
It's one half of a saying. The saying is Mwenda tezi na omo marejeo ni Ngamani, and to the best of my knowledge that means on a ship, on a boat. I think the front is called Tezi and then the back is called Omo, or the other way around. So they say that whether you go to the front or the back of the ship, you have to come back to like the middle of the ship. That's why I could be wrong. Yeah. All
right. Swahili word Ngamani translates to the base of the mast of the boat, especially a door.
Yes.
So nile pale chini, sio?
Yes.
Someone might initially try different things like a front and back of the boat, eventually finds the most stable and covered position at the base of the mast.
Exactly.
All right, you said it. Now, how was it working with Zawadi Mukami and Chris Bar?
Working with Zawadi and Chris, I would have insulted them, but they're not here. It was fun. That's how you know it was fun. It was so fun. These people they're really gifted. They're really talented, and that's rare to find nowadays. There's people who just generally, they just ooze gift and talent. and they're also really skilled at what they do. And then we have such chemistry together. We sit together, we enjoy just spending time with each other, and the making of the music is a love we also share. So it was just fun. Fun is the word I have. Yeah.
All right. As you are, among the rising musicians we have in the country right now.
Thank you.
Is that a piece of an advice you have for the upcoming?
I don't like advice. I tell people work hard. Everyone has their own journey, right? What works for me won't work for you.
True.
So just work hard, figure it out. Work hard, work smart, figure it out.
Work hard, work smart. Work hard, work smart as well.
Yeah.
Where can people find you, support you on the socials?
Clark Keeng with a double E, so that's Keeng on all social media platforms and all DSPs.
All right. Lovely to have you on Baze Radio.
Thank you for having me.
the KE. Wishing you all the best as well.
Thank you, my guy.
God bless you. Now, to my Baze Radio family, we're coming to end. Have like 6 minutes to wind up the show. In line for you, I've got Habida featuring Nameless with a timeless hit song, Sunshine. Then later on, Kashkaria featuring Brandy Maina will be taking us to the top of the hour. I want to wish you a lovely weekend, being the first weekend of the
May.
month.
Yes, sir.
So tupige sherehe na adabu.
Kabisa.
Na kama kuna form, najua kama kawaida mnatumia pin, mini show up. I'll see you, God, our place. Wapenda, have a lovely evening. I'll see you. Let's link up next week, same time, same place. Keep it locked on bazeradio.co.ke.
This is Baze Radio.
We are 254 to the core.